Oh, they have some good reds here. Well, as pretty as this water is, I wouldn't be surprised to catch a couple of bulls. Blair, when we get up here, there's a big old school of mullets right here. Those bull reds will just come right in this little pocket in particular. They'll get all up under them. We'll be able to catch a few of them right there.
Big
see
bulls.
One roll up every now and then. You'll see one roll up in the mullets. You just
Right in
cast
there.
right to them. That bait you have in particular, my word, the way it's floating like a mullet.
There he is, Bubby.
Oh,
Oh, it's a monster.
big old bulls in them mullets.
Put that talon down. Uh-oh. I think we got us some monster.
A Mogan, first one out the back.
Definitely a Mogan. Well, welcome to this episode of Addictive Fishing. We're in my favorite place to fish in the whole wide world. If you recognize the marsh here, Buras, Louisiana, if you recognize this character, Capt Lambert from Cajun Fishing Adventures. We are definitely going to be catching some big fish today. Wait till you see this one.
That's a mule. He just came up on them mullets and bang. Didn't take long for him to get on it, did it?
Nah, that bait buster, it looks just like a mullet in the water.
I tell you what, the way it suspends when you first cast, that is awesome.
Yeah, they make like 4 different models of this one here. It'll go, they make one that dives that I use for tarpon.
He thinks he found him a good mullet right off the bat, didn't he?
Did he wallop that thing or what? Look at him, he's just wallering out there like a Indian River redfish right now.
Oh, another one.
Uh-oh.
Double trouble.
Only in Louisiana, brother.
Yeah, that almost took us 5 minutes to get on these, huh? Oh my word. Well, there's full of them out here. You got the talon down?
Yeah, it's down.
They are everywhere.
And holding it steady, brother.
Look at them, they're all in these mullets.
You see how that mullet comes up the line there, that bait buster?
That's awesome. That's got to be awesome for big trout.
God, I can't even hardly turn this guy. All he's got to do is waller around one time to the right or left, and I can't turn him.
Yours is bigger, but mine's meaner. This son gonna won't get him. My word, what a fight. Switch, buddy.
All right. The redfish 2-step. This is
a nice fish.
That's probably one of my biggest ones out of here.
I caught one the other day, 51 pounds, dude,
No
in my
kidding.
little flats boat. And I had my fly rod on the floor, and I didn't pick it up in the world record. I picked up my bait cast, not even thinking about world records. 51 pounds, I mean, a stud. That thing, I like to never got in the boat. I was by myself just checking on the ducks. Well, that's a big fish.
Look at the head on him. He looks like an Indian River redfish. Well, like we always said, I tell y'all, if y'all ever get a chance to come to Louisiana and fish the marsh, we're what, 5 minutes from the dock right here?
Yeah, I've been fishing about 5 minutes.
A total of about 5 minutes. And that's right there is what you get here. That one, brother, I swear that looks like an Indian River redfish.
Look at that head. Yeah, except they don't have that body like this.
Look at that fish.
You got the head. That's a beautiful fish.
Woo! Look at the leeches all over him too. You know they've been in the
laying up on that
mud.
bottom, just laying there all winter. It's only February. I mean, just think. It's warm here, but it's been a cool winter. But this last 2 weeks have been awesome. Bassmaster Classic just ended. Setting records on bass, and
We found the low water that they found earlier.
yeah, we did indeed. It's 2 pretty reds, buddy.
Unbelievable. Let's get these back in and let your next clients come in and catch them. That is a good one.
Just hold them until they're ready.
Well, mine's bigger.
Yeah, it is indeed. Mine's meaner. Watch you don't bite you. All right,
You gotta
fella.
be careful all these leeches
he
on
goes.
them. Look at them.
Oh, look how pretty, huh? Well, he flapped them tails and gone.
Unbelievable, man. That is
Another
beautiful.
right there, look.
Well, y'all stay tuned. We're gonna be right back with some more addictive fishing right here in Buras, Louisiana. Capt Lambert, Cajun Fishing Adventures. My favorite place in the world to fish. We'll be right back.
Let's go then.
He's going left, Blair. You're not in Kansas now.
I'm not on the peninsula. Well, welcome back. You know, one thing about the Louisiana marsh here, I'd love to show you guys the whole marsh here, but it seems like every come to Buras, you leave 5 minutes from the dock. At least over the years, we have shown you little microcosms of the marsh here because you don't really have to go far to catch your limit of redfish, catch your limit of trout. It's a sportsman's paradise here, and they don't call it that for nothing. So
You know, we have 41% of the nation's wetlands in Louisiana. How you gonna show them all? You can't. It's impossible.
And no way. You could fish here 365 days a year for 50 years and not fished the same water twice.
No. Shit, I've been fishing here 31 years and I can't even come close to fishing at all. We stay right here all the time. Everybody says, why in the world don't you go over there and fish? So you got to pass up too many fish to get there.
Well, you know, during the tournament, it's the right fish that you got to find there.
Oh yeah, tournament fish are a little different. You got to range and find the ones. Look at them at that point. Look at them boys. Oh my word. Yeah, fishy, 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 fishy. Here comes one, Blair, right here.
The fish?
Oh, cast, didn't I?
Yeah, you cast right next to my bait.
Well, I tell you what, I saw him was about to eat your bait. I said, oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't.
Ooh, little redfish. You got little ones and big ones all in here.
Keep a red here.
Uh-oh. That one go back to the lodge for dinner?
Let's see. We have a lot going on. I might take Miss Corman now that she's got diabetes these days. Take a couple of them to my sweetie and put them on the grill.
Let me grab that one for you.
Would you get him from me, Mr. Blair, sir?
I should get him. Hey, look.
You used to be a guide, didn't you?
That's Ryan Lambert using a leader. Can you believe it?
Yeah. I got one of these Wright McGill rod and reels of yours. Blair used to be a guide back in the day. He still got a little bit of it in him.
Oh, yeah. I always got to put my hands on the fish. Yeah.
It's a nice little keeper red.
Yep, using a DOA cow, looks just like a little finger mullet, and it produces a perfect eating redfish this size. Ryan says this one's going back to the lodge?
Yeah, and we'll take that to Miss Carmen and put it on the grill for
All right, we can do that.
a little dinner.
So that's the Rosio cane over there, huh?
Roso.
Roso cane?
Uh-huh. I saw some roseate spoonbills earlier too. We didn't point them out.
I saw them. I'm watching all the ducks.
Well, we had a great duck season. We had so much fun. There's one. Ooh. He's going left, Blair.
If I hear going left again,
You'll turn into a liberal, huh?
I'm gonna turn into a Democrat, no doubt.
Well, the oil spills over, buddy, and our fish are still here.
It's still good as ever.
Real good. You know, it's the best red fishery in the world, without a doubt. Another one of them keepers, buddy.
Another one of them. Black and redfish tonight, or is it going to be redfish on the half shell?
Redfish on the half shell, buddy. I would do the redfish Ryan. You know,
Oh, that sounds like a winner there.
well, John Foss put that in his cookbook, and he did it on his show. You know, he's a famous chef from down here.
That redfish Ryan has got, that's probably what got you one of the top 5 lodges in North America, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's part of it. Tell you what, we've been very blessed now that they named us top 5 lodges in North America. What an honor that is.
There you go, bring him over here. We'll invite him back to Manuel.
Manuel will do it up now.
That's a multi-spotter.
Grab my leader.
He teases me about leader all the time now because that's something that you normally don't use down here. Let me show you something cool about these redfish this time of year. If you see on here, that right there is a leech. And what happens is when it's so cold, it's just getting out of wintertime right now. And what happens is these redfish will actually lay down in the silt and they'll sit there with just their heads out of the water, just like this. I saw them sitting in the mud just the other day, and they'll just sit right there, and then the leeches get all over them and never come off until they rub them off. And sometimes you'll see redfish out flashing on sandy bottoms, and a lot of times what they're doing when they're flashing on sandy bottoms is they'll turn on their sides and scrape those leeches off in the springtime. So we're gonna invite this one back. And then I think we're gonna change spots. What are we gonna do, Ryan?
We're just gonna go to the end of this point over here, and then we'll go to another spot after.
We're gonna change spots. So we're gonna fish this out. Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna be right back with some more addictive fishing right here in Buras, Louisiana.
Let's go then.
There he is, Bubba, right there. Well, welcome back, everybody. We have changed positions now. We're kind of doing something a little different. We're not casting on the oyster bars. What it is, the tide's coming in, the wind's blowing the opposite way. And what happens is these fish get up here and float, and they're just waiting for stuff to come by, and they're eating them. So we're just out here waiting for them to come float up, pitch a bait over to them, and whack them. Brian, you know, you do one long cast, and you're gonna see one of those come floating right up next to the boat every single time. But I love it when they're right close to the boat. What they're doing when they're coming, are they getting warm or are they just kind of going on
they
the
just
tide
cruise.
line?
It's very shallow here. You know, you think way out here would be deep, but it's only a foot or two deep. So they just cruising these shallows, coming in with the mullet.
Unbelievable.
You see them floating right in front of us like that.
Water's a little bit dirty, but they come out of nowhere and it's just like these golden pumpkins. Like, oh here, right here, look. Watch this, guys, right in front of us. Now, y'all probably can't see that fish right there, but he's gonna see my bait in a second. There he comes.
Oh, there he is.
There he is, Bubba, right there.
He went to the races.
That's a good feeling, ain't it?
Boy.
That's a good
What's that?
feeling.
That sound like string music.
That's the new music, brother. The new
like-
music of addictive fishing right there.
Sound like a cello. String music. He's way out there, buddy. Golly.
What we're doing here, the situation we have is the tide's kind of coming in here. We've got an east wind, so it's kind of muddying up a little bit. And what the fish are doing, they're coming up here floating. They're either looking for bait or they're up here just getting warm. And you just go along real slow. I got the Minn Kota like down on like 3 and just barely moving along, not to make a bunch of noise and it'll send them down. But as soon as you see them, you kill the Minn Kota, you put the talon down and you whack you a monster redfish. This one's a
Oh,
monster.
look at him come up. God, I wish he'd get a sister with him. Might go out there and nail her too. Nobody with her.
I can't believe y'all don't like to chase these big guys.
Oh, I do.
Bright and red. Looks like one of them pond pumpkins we used to. Now, do these fish, just like in our neck of the woods down there, September, move way out in the Gulf to go spawn?
Well, they stay in the Gulf. That's a breeder, you know. Usually they're in the thing and they come into the passes to spawn here.
Yeah. Hey, you think people from Florida like fishing here or what? If y'all remember Captain Tad Vandermark, Captain Tad's right in front of us over there. And this big redfish is fixing to be landed right now. Look at that bait buster hanging there in his mouth.
Well, I mean,
Ooh, what a pretty, he's got some purple in him. Love them colors. Woo, we got him one.
on the fly.
That's the way to do it on fly right over there.
Oh gosh, he's so big.
There he is. A toad. You know, Travis Tanner, my old FLW partner, he called that one a walrus.
A walrus.
I'll call it a Mogan, baby.
Oh, that's a good one right there, buddy. That's a bodacious red. That's what you come here for right there.
The Bodacious red. That right there. What a beautiful specimen of a redfish.
Look right over your right shoulder, and we're hooked up on a fly right next to it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Hooked up on a fly behind us. Probably one right about this size,
Yep.
because that's all I've
Oh, that's
seen.
a nice fish, Blair.
Look at that beautiful fish.
Jesus Christ.
What a fish. He's got a leech on him.
We go free him with that one.
Gorgeous fish. Unbelievable. You guys ever get the chance to come to Louisiana, I've said it every time I come to Louisiana, come get you one of these, baby. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back with some more addictive fishing and some big old redfish.
Let's go then.
How about that one, brother?
That's another one right behind us. I need to bring it on the other side. I'm looking at the other one.
The Louisiana marsh, what can you say? One of the best places in the world to go and catch redfish. Your Rig It Right segment today, you got to see the new 7.2 Flats Blue Wright McGill, and this is the bait caster. I don't throw a bait caster much, but they're in Louisiana. I know Ryan and all his crew there absolutely love to throw bait caster. So we let him throw the 7.2, and he had a ball doing it. He caught some good redfish. He was actually using some Seaguar fluorocarbon today, something he usually doesn't fish with much, just because the redfish out there, the water's real dirty, you don't need it. But I think if he would have hit an oyster bed or two, which I'm sure he did, and get broke off, you know, that Seaguar fluorocarbon really protects you against the oyster beds out there. I was throwing the 7'9" just because of those redfish out in Louisiana. You don't know if you're gonna get an 8-pounder or a 40-pounder, because sometimes that water, like I say, is kind of dirty. And I was throwing the DOA bait buster. It happens to be one of Mark's very first baits he ever made there at DOA. Very successful bait. And what I say when we're out fishing is match the hatch. If you look out there, there was mullet that looked just like this jumping all over the place. That's why I chose this gold color. Looked just like the mullet that were out there. And I was throwing the Finn's 20-pound test wind tamer, which now you can find at your Dick's Sporting Goods. And there's your bait check for today. We're gonna get back out there to some more bodacious redfish. But remember one thing, every fishing season starts right here at Dick's.
Rig It Right by Wright and Miguel.
One looks better out there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I think it's gonna be too deep though. A little pocket might have some.
They're getting tough to see.
Yeah. You know, Blair, you can come on these big open flats like this, and the schools of mullets and pogie will come in here, and these big bull reds will just follow them in. And a calm day like this, you can just go around sight fishing these bull reds, or you could go around that point right over here, and all back in these coves and solid oysters. You can catch slot fish in there.
The eaters.
The eaters.
Catch the eaters, not the breeders. We're up close, huh?
Yeah, you come out here, just drift across these flats, you get your line stretched, I promise you.
I am ready again. That one there?
Yeah. I missed him though. Yeah, see him?
Let's see him. Go ahead.
Yeah, coming sliding off to the left again. Just get him a popping upside the head. He's still over that way. That's your happy little young if that's you want to eat. That's your big. Oh, look at
How about that one, brother?
That's another one right behind him. Right on the other side of him. I'm looking at the other one. Got two of them there. I was watching the other.
Oh, how many fish can you catch in a day in Venice? A bunch. You can catch a whole lot more in Buras, though. That one's pretty green. Oh.
Oh, she got him one too.
Beautiful redfish. How many times can you say that in a day? Beautiful
As many as
redfish.
you want here, buddy.
Yeah, as many as you want here.
I was watching that other one and I was about to get on him and you hooked that one and scared mine away.
Right to you. He don't want to get near you. He said, I'm afraid I'm gonna end up redfish Ryan.
You think you end up on that smoker.
Got him. There's a nice one.
There was two of them just like that sitting there.
Wow. Ow. I think this is the only place in the world ever catching redfish. I'm trying to unhook them like this and they almost break your wrist when they roll you over.
Tell you what, I've come so close so many times I had my fingers broke like that.
He didn't want to let go of it. And a redfish, a lot of times, you see how he's holding that bait right there? A lot of times a redfish will hang on to that. Look how what he was hanging by right there, just a little bit. A lot of times they'll hang on to that bait right there, and as soon as you'll be fighting them, and then they'll let go of their mouth and you jerk it right out and you think you didn't, you think it come unbuttoned. But a lot of times what really happens is that they just won't let go of that bait until you pull it out of their mouth.
Blair, that bait bust is a perfect bait for these fish in this situation because they're coming on these flats, eating these little fingerlings, and the way that bait acts is perfect for this. And they suspend up, boom, it's awesome.
That's their nostrils right there that they can absolutely.
Got right here, boy, that's pretty, huh?
That is a beautiful redfish.
Man,
Just bronze
so
and gold.
healthy too. Oh, look at this. Hey, you don't get. See, if a taxidermy gets this little reddish in here, that's just bronze. That makes it so pretty. A little purple iridescence in here.
Well, my buddy back in Cape Canal, where Bob Brown makes a perfect redfish.
I'm gonna get him to do something for me.
Get on out of here, biggin.
Get that tail going. There he goes.
Well, Ryan, I don't think we can do much better than what we did. I think we're about out of time on the show, but
We did it again, buddy.
while y'all are watching the commercials coming up, me and him are gonna go catch some more redfish. We're just plumb out of time. I hope y'all enjoyed today's show. Y'all ever get a chance to come down to Cajun Fishing Adventures, they just got voted the top 5 lodge
In North America.
on Sport Fishing Magazine.
Yep, top 5 in North America.
Unbelievable. They don't give it a top 5 just because it ain't any good. Come down here and give it a shot. Don't forget about the website, addictivefishing.com. Woo! We'll see you next week.
Check out more footage from this show by logging on to addictivefishing.com for outtakes and bloopers.
But there is a red drum and a black drum right next to one another. Unbelievable. Woo!
What a fish.
That's a moose there, brother. How about that?
Oh, that
Instantly.
was close.
Oh, it's a black drum, baby.
I got what you told you. They said coon ants eat anything. Florida people eat anything.
Anything that's good.